Hey guys, what's up? It's Daniel with TrailerMountain.com, and today I'm testing and reviewing a flashlight from ProVision. Here's their website right here. These guys are making some pretty nice lights, and they also make bike lights as well, so definitely worth a look at. Alright, so this is it right here. It's the TX11. It's a 1000 lumen flashlight. So I'm going to get it out of the packaging, we're going to turn it on, I'll go over the features and benefits, and then we'll get it outside and I'll show you how bright it gets. First things first, it comes with its owner's manual right here. Kind of goes over all the specs and everything like that. Also comes with a nice warranty card, so that's cool. It also comes with 2 extra O-rings and an extra tail cap button, so that's key. And it has a nice holster here, as well as a wrist tether. Now, I'm not big on wrist tethers, but I'll put it on for just for the sake of this video. So, fits right here. It also has a snap on it right here, so you can, strap this around like a, something else, like on your backpack or something like that. It also has a little hanging loop right here as well, so that's cool. And here's the TX11 right here. ProVision stamped right there. It really just shows that they're proud of the products that they bring to market. It does have a pretty strong little clip here, and the clip is removable. It does have a Cree xpl-hd light bulb in here, which is high quality. Crees are probably the best LEDs on the market right now, so it does have a little disclaimer right there on the top that it will get hot, so keep that in mind. It's 1000 lumens, man. This thing gets hot, so it puts out a ton of light. So if it's on high for a while, this bezel right here is going to get warm. So it's IPX8. So it's IPX8 waterproof rated. It's also drop resistant to 1.2 meters. It also has a 223 meter throw, beam throw. So this thing's going to put out a ton of light, but it's going to shoot the beam pretty far down the trail or anywhere you're really using this thing at night. So wrist tether right here. You have 2 spots on the tail cap, and you can install it. So I'm just going to pick one, doesn't matter. I'll pop that in place. So now wrist tether's on. Now this is a 2-piece, so you can unscrew this. ProVision 18650 battery goes inside, positive towards the bulb. Screw on the tail cap. It has a really nice O-ring around the inside here, so that's really going to help keep the water out. As I said, this is a 2-piece, so you can unscrew it from here as well. Now the benefit to that is that when you have a 2-piece system, it actually increases the structural stability of the flashlight, making it stronger. So, pretty cool that they do that. You have seen maybe my other reviews on Phoenix flashlights. They have a very similar design where it's a 2-piece. So, super strong, increases the structural stability of the flashlight body itself. So the body is a Type 3 hard anodized, abrasion-resistant aluminum. And this thing is really, really nice. It's silky smooth in the hand. It does have a really nice glass lens and a very high polished reflector, so that's really going to increase the amount of light output. It's also going to make it super clear, so it's going to increase the clarity and the overall beam output. So this thing has 6 light output modes. It has Firefly, Low, Medium, High, Turbo, and Strobe. So ton of features built into this flashlight. The body here has really nice knurling all around it. And that's going to really increase the friction on the actual body of it itself. There's your side button right there. And the back side here is your tail cap. On the bezel, you have this nice little tactical ring that goes around the outside here. So that's really going to help with the beam throw as well. So on Firefly setting, this thing has a 0.3 lumen output lasting about 1200 hours. So if you're using this thing just to read, it has a tremendous amount of battery life from one 18650 battery. Low is 30 lumens at about 70 hours runtime. Mid is 250 lumens at about 6 hours. High is 550 lumens at 2.5 hours. Turbo is 1000 lumens at 1 hour and 10 minutes. And strobe is 1000 lumens as well. The strobe feature will last 2.5 hours. So if you're using this thing as a signaling device, 1000 lumens is bright. You're going to see that from miles out in the complete dark. So if you're out in the wilderness and you get lost or whatever and you want to use this thing as a signaling beacon, that's 2.5 hours of 1000 lumens. It's going to be seen from really far away. As I said, the TX11 takes one 18650 battery. You can also use 2 CR123s, but they're super expensive and they're not efficient. 18650 batteries are becoming more and more plentiful, and they're awesome. They're the way to go for sure. Alright, so I want to get it on my scale. I want to see how much it weighs. I'll weigh it with the battery and the wrist tether as well. 4.5 ounces. So not terribly heavy. It does have a little bit of a weight to it, but it's not heavy at all. And as I said, that includes the battery and the wrist tether, which probably doesn't weigh anything, but just to kind of throw it out there. So the way this thing works, and let me turn off my other lights and I'll show you how bright this thing gets. And then as I said, then we'll get it outside and I'll show you how bright it gets, you know, in the complete darkness. All right, so tactical taillight switch right here. Turn that on. There's your Firefly, okay? That's 0.3 of a lumen. Hit the side switch and that'll go through all the different light output modes. So there's your low, medium, high, and then turbo. And if you push and hold it for a couple seconds, it'll activate strobe. Push it again, goes back to high, and then back down to Firefly again, which is right there. Firefly, as I said, 0.3 lumen. It's not a whole lot. You can't even see it on the backdrop behind me, barely. But when you go into low, medium, high, and then turbo, super bright. Now, what's cool about this is when you turn it off, it's going to remember the last setting that it was on. So you turn it back on, there's Firefly again. Now, if I put this thing on, say, medium or high, and then I turn it off, turn it back on, it's going to go back to that setting. Now, another cool thing about it is, on the tactical switch here on the back, on the butt cap, it has momentary on, so I can just kind of half press it down, and the flashlight will come on. All depends on how, you know, I have to push it down about halfway before it to come on, but that's pretty cool. It's more of a tactical feature, so if you're using this thing for firearms, you were shooting, that would be the way to go. So another thing that's super cool about the Night ProVision TX11, 5-year warranty. So 5 years, Night ProVision will warranty this flashlight. So against manufacturer defects and craftsmanship, that kind of stuff. If you throw it down the side of a building, no, sorry, that's your fault. If you drive over it, you damage and abuse it, then yeah. But if it just fails in 5 years, covered, 100% for 5 years. It's pretty strong. So another thing I forgot to mention is on the inside here, there's the springs. That's what holds the battery in place. Now there's one on each side. Now another reason why that's super important is, for one, yeah, it increases the tension on the battery to make sure it has a proper connection. Number two, it also reduces vibration. So if you're using this as a tactical flashlight, mounting it to a firearm, it's definitely going to reduce the amount of vibration. That's going to be a lot of vibration coming out of a firearm that would eventually damage a lesser quality flashlight. These are built pretty well, so I don't foresee that that's going to cause any damage. Another cool thing is on the outside here, there's all these little heat sinks. There's definitely a bunch of rows of heat sinks, and that's going to help disperse the heat that this light throws out. So let's get this bad boy outside. I'll show you how bright it really gets. All right, guys, so I'm outside with the Night ProVision TX11. This is a 1,000 lumen flashlight, and behind me I have a backdrop of a softball field, so it's a pretty much a white wall. So this is a great way to just show you how bright this flashlight is. So this is the 1,000 lumen turbo. And you put it back onto moonlight. So there's low again, medium, high, and then turbo. Pretty bright. Not bad for a little tiny flashlight. And you hit the tactical button, turns it off. Easy peasy. Alright guys, so that's my review of the Night ProVision TX11 flashlight. This is from nightprovision.com. Here's their website. Definitely want to make sure you check these guys out. These guys are producing some high quality flashlights and bike lights as well. So if you like my review and found it informative, you want to get one of these for yourself, click on that link down in my description box below and make your purchase. When you do, it helps support my YouTube channel and my website. So I really appreciate all the help and love and support you guys have shown me. If you guys have any questions or comments about this flashlight, please leave them down below in my comment section. I will get back to you as quickly as I can. Also, too, please like, share, and subscribe. Here's the like button right down here. If you found this video informative, give it a thumbs up for me and subscribe. Here's the subscribe button right here. So when you click on that, you're going to stay up to date on all the latest gear reviews that I'm working on my YouTube channel. Another way to stay connected is to head on over to my website, which is trailermountain.com. Put in your email address and click submit on the little pop-up that shows up on the lower right hand corner. This way you're going to stay up to date on everything that I'm posting on the website. So it's the greatest way to stay connected for all things gear related, and you're going to see everything that I've been working on here at Trailer Mountain. So on a last little side note, We're actually doing a charity backpacking through hike of the John Muir Trail in August of 2017. So August of next year, we're going to through hike the John Muir Trail from Happy Isles to Mount Whitney. It's 222 miles. We're raising money for charity, and we're giving the money to Big City Mountaineers. And they're really a great company, a great charity, and what they do is they take inner city youth, kids that are doing drugs or alcohol or worse, hanging out in gangs and that kind of stuff, but they're headed down the wrong path, and they don't have a positive role model to steer them in the right path. So what they do is they take these kids, completely take them out of their element, bring them out into the wilderness for a week or two at a time, and just teach them positive vibes, steer them down the right path, and it's really, really good. And they do a great job. They've been around for a while. So we're raising money. I set a goal of $10,000. I'll put a link in the description box down below. If you can donate any money, that would be greatly appreciated. You could donate $1, $5, 10, 20, whatever you have, 100, 200. And every little bit gets us closer to our goal of $10,000. All the money's going to Big City Mountaineers too, so it's a great cause, definitely worth it, and you're going to help support a great charity that's doing a lot of good in this world. So thanks again for tuning into my latest video. Please keep checking back for more gear reviews, outdoor related hodgepodge, gear talk, and giveaways. Take care guys, get outdoors.